Hey guys, TommyBoy601, and today we're going to be taking a look at Call of Duty 4 and one of the supply drop weapons for the PKM light machine gun. So, let's go ahead and take a look. Right, so as we said, we're going to be taking a look at the PKM today. I was fortunate enough to be able to unlock this after saving up some scrap for myself, and I really like this light machine gun overall. Let's go ahead and take a look at its stats. For its damage, you're going to have a base damage of 40 max, and it will drop off to 33 minimum, which means it is a 3 to 4 shot kill, with a headshot at range being helpful to drop it from that 4-shot kill back down to a 3-shot kill. With stopping power, you're going to be doing 56 max damage and 46.2 minimum, which means a 2-shot kill up close and a 3-shot kill at range, with once again that headshot being useful to drop it back down from a 3-shot kill to a 2-shot kill. It does about 631 rounds per minute, and if you are using the double tap perk, you're going to get around 845. It's going to have pretty standard stats for the light machine guns, meaning hipfire is not going to be the best. Its idle sway is incredibly low, and your base movement speed is that 87.5% of what it usually is, i.e. you move like a tortoise when you're using this gun. Now, one thing it does have that is kind of unique compared to other guns, or to other light machine guns, is it does have the quickest raise drop time in its class, with a 0.7 second raise and a 0.35 drop time. Not really a stat that you might be caring about, but it is definitely something interesting to be looking at. Its aim down sight time is 0.35 seconds, once again, pretty standard for any light machine gun. One other unique stat about this gun is its damage multiplier. With all the other light machine guns in this game, the SAW, the RPD, the M60, you have a 1.4 times headshot multiplier with a standard 1 damage around the rest of the body. However, with the PKM, you get a 1.2 times multiplier to the head, which I don't really understand nor get. Now, one of the weird things is when you work out all the math, the 1.4 or the 1.2, it never causes you to need one less bullet to take someone out. So I don't really understand why they did this, other than just to have another stat that is different enough to say, hey, look, this is totally a different machine gun than the RPD. The reload time of this weapon is 8 seconds, with a reload cancel speed of 5.4. Overall, I think you have to compare this gun to the RPD, because in very many ways, this gun is very similar. They have a similar rate of fire, the two of them. Their max damage is very similar, and they're both extremely accurate light machine guns. So it really becomes a duel of which one's better. And unfortunately, I'm sad to say the RPD does tend to come out on top when you do compare the two of these weapons. Now, that being said, it's definitely a lot of fun to use this weapon. I was having a blast using this weapon. When you use this weapon, there are a couple of attachments you may want to use. The two main popular ones you're probably going to want to use are either the red dot or the grip. Now, the red dot, I was not feeling personally. It has the same, I call it issue, or it's not maybe really an issue, but it's something I don't like about the red dot sights. It bounces way too much for me. If you have an issue using the red dot sight on, say, the AK-74 or the AK-47, then you may not want to use the red dot on this. It does that very similar bounce that those guns do, and while it remains accurate, it tends to mess me up, and it messes up my sight picture, and I do way worse when I use the red dot with this gun as opposed to when I just run straight iron sights. The other thing you could do, of course, is run that grip, and that takes this very accurate light machine gun and makes it even more accurate. And that's what I ended up doing for most of this gameplay, was actually just running the grip, because I really enjoyed just how much fun and easy this gun is. It is a very accurate light machine gun, and you can just pick people off at range with it. There's very little recoil, and you're going to get that 2 to 3 shot kill if you're rolling stopping power pretty consistently. Now, perks that you may want to run while using this weapon, if you choose not to use the grip and you go with the red dot sight, or the ACOG, though don't use the ACOG. No, it's a bad idea. Just don't. But if you choose to use like the red dot or to run it naked, either Bandolier or the RPG's Bandolier, if you like to be a very trigger happy kind of person. I'm a very trigger happy kind of person. I use a lot of rounds. You could take advantage of that wonderfully short 8-second reload time you get with this gun, and just fire away. Or it does have the power to take down a helicopter, so you could do that, or you could run the RPGs, which are really making you an anti-kill streak class, though once again, RPGs aren't my favorite thing. I prefer Bandolier, but to each their own. As far as the red perk goes, you could run Stopping Power or Juggernaut. Both are equally viable. Stopping Power gonna give you that 2-shot kill in close range and that 3-shot kill at long range. Or you could run Juggernaut, get that 3-shot kill with 1 headshot mixed in there. That is a very viable solution, especially because with Juggernaut, you have that little bit of extra health where you can go up and challenge some people. So most of the time people are not expecting you to run Juggernaut. However, with this relatively slow rounds per minute, I found myself kind of staying with Stopping Power over Juggernaut. The green perk, you could choose between Deep Impact or Steady Aim. I generally was running Deep Impact just because I love getting the deeper penetration, and a lot of times people are taking cover behind stuff, and with Deep Impact you're able to cut through that cover a lot more effectively and secure those kills a lot more consistently. On the other hand, Steady Aim, if you wanted to kind of fight back the hipfire LMG, it's no Saw when it comes to hipfire, but it is definitely decent enough where if you're running Juggernaut and you then also use Steady Aim, you could just kind of run around hip firing people down, though I wouldn't recommend it. It's still a viable strategy, but generally the class I ended up running was a grip with Stopping Power and Deep Impact. So yeah, guys, that is my PKM review. What did you guys think? Do you guys think you want to pick this gun up now? Let me know down in the comments, guys. My name is TommyBoy601. Hit that like button if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button as well. I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.